This is KRT News Live from Critical Race Theory. Here's what's happening. Michael Jordan, the former basketball player, is in the final stages of selling his majority share of the Charlotte Hornets. According to an announcement made by the franchise on Friday, the sale will result in the NBA's 30 teams lacking any black majority ownership. None. Zero. Zilch. The Hornets said that Jordan is selling to a group led by Gabe Plotkin and Rick Snall. Plotkin has held a minority stake in the Hornets since 2019, while Snall has been a minority owner of the Atlanta Hawks since 2015 and is currently in the process of divesting his investment in that team. Jordan acquired the team in 2010 for approximately $275 million and intends to retain a minority stake in the Hornets. In other news, the NBA says that Ja Morant, the star point guard of the Memphis Grizzlies, has been handed a 25-game suspension following an announcement where he was observed holding what appeared to be a firearm during a live stream on social media on May 13th. According to the league, it was determined that Morant knowingly brandished the firearm while being recorded and aware that the recording was being streamed on Instagram Live, despite having previously received a suspension on March 4th for a similar offense. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver expressed his concern and disappointment in Morant's decision to once again showcase a firearm on social media. Silver stated, quote, Ja Morant's repetition of wielding a firearm on social media is troubling, especially considering his prior conduct in March. Prior to his reinstatement, Morant will be required to develop and comply with a program established by the league, specifically addressing the factors that led him to repeat such destructive behavior. Ja Morant just flushed away $8 million. Can't we settle our disputes without picking up a gun? How about a knife? With a knife, you only get one person. We have to do better, folks. Several other players in past seasons have also faced significant suspensions, including Tyreke Evans. On May of 2019, the Indiana Pacers guard received a ban of at least 2 years for violating the league's anti-drug policy. Next up, it was O.J. Mayo. In July of 2016, as the third overall pick in the 2008 NBA draft, Mayo was dismissed and disqualified by the league for violating its anti-drug program. Although he had the opportunity to apply for a reinstatement after 2 years, he never played in the NBA again. Then there was Gilbert Arenas and Jarvis Critterton. On January of 2010, Arenas initially faced an indefinite suspension, but ultimately missed the final 50 games of the regular season. Critterton, on the other hand, was suspended for 38 games. Both players brought guns into the Washington Wizards locker room and displayed them to each other following a confrontation on a team flight back from Phoenix. Here we go again, more guns. Next, Chris Birdman Anderson. In January of 2006, he was dismissed and disqualified by the NBA after his third violation of the league's anti-drug program. This resulted in him missing 193 games until his reinstatement in March of 2008. Anderson went on to win a championship with the Miami Heat in 2013. Next up, it was Ron Artest. In November of 2004, he was suspended for 73 games and the playoffs due to the infamous Malice at the Palace incident. The NBA issued several penalties, banning 9 players for a total of more than 140 games, with Artest receiving the most significant suspension ever imposed for an in-game fight. And there was Latrell Sprewell. In December of 1997, Sprewell's 1-year suspension at the time marked the longest in NBA history. He was punished for assaulting Golden State Warriors coach P.J. Carlesimo. The Warriors had terminated the remaining 3 years of Sprewell's 4-year, $32 million contract. However, Sprewell later returned to the league and played for the New York Knicks for 5 seasons and the Minnesota Timberwolves for 2. And Brittany Griner and the Phoenix Mercury encountered an unsettling incident involving a provocateur at a Dallas airport. The WNBA is investigating the actions of a social media figure towards Griner and her teammates. The league prioritizes player safety and had granted Griner permission to book her own charter flights due to security concerns after her detainment in Russia. Charter flights are generally not allowed in the regular season to avoid creating a competitive advantage. The Mercury experienced harassment at the airport, and a video captured part of the confrontation where Griner was questioned about her views on America. The WNBA Players Association expressed that the airport situation highlighted the need for charter travel and emphasized the players' safety. I don't think the NBA has charter flight money. This has been KRT Newsline. Thanks for checking in. Like and subscribe. Leave a super thanks or buy me a coffee, and we'll see you next time.